A single bed, maybe.
Well, the bed isn't going to stay there.
People today like higher fences, so the backyard should be just really enclosed with a fence. People don't like to talk to each other anymore.
Maybe people don't like to talk to you, Gary.
So basically, you need to just turn this back into a one-family home.
A lot of people came through and they liked the fact that it was duplexed.
I can't even figure out how to put it back together as a single-family home.
Just because you can't figure out how to convert it back into a single-family home doesn't mean it can't be done. Someone else will buy it, convert it back, and make a killing on their investment.
I don't see where the parking is.
There is no parking.
That's why I can't see it.
The laneway ends at the neighbor's yard.
That's too bad.
No
That's too
parking.
The negatives about the house is definitely the fact that there's no parking. Parking, especially in this neck of the woods, it's hard to get. You get home late at night, you're going to be cruising around a bit to get a spot.
And no parking is totally brutal.
It always lowers the price when you don't have parking.
Linda, you said it yourself. People don't like houses without parking.
If there was parking, I would have added a $30,000 premium.
If this was my listing, I would have priced it at $429,900.
I would probably price it a bit lower, maybe $399.
I would have bought it out probably at the same price that Linda has.
$439,000 or $449,000.
So if this was my listing, I would have priced it at probably $419,000.
I think it will sell for anywhere between $450,000 and $475,000.
I say it sells $430,000.
I have no doubt that this property will push the $500,000 mark.
I'll tell you, I think this house is going to sell for just over $500,000. Let me say, I don't know, $503,000?
I think that it's going to sell for about $437,000.
Wow, you all think this is going to sell over asking? I so wish you were right, but I'm really good at my job, and I'm going to stick with my prediction. This house is going to sell at $429,000.
You're kind of stubborn, aren't you, Linda? Even when it would be to your advantage to be wrong, you want to be right.
Right. I know you're probably a little disappointed.
I think you probably best be sitting down. Mike and Allison are going to be devastated. To get the best price for my clients, Mike and Allison's house, I set the list price at market value at $539,000, hoping to get 2 offers in quickly to create a little bidding war and get my goal price of $550,000.
I think it'll sell around $520-ish.
I think the properties sell a little bit over $500. I would say $510,000, $515,000.
To get the highest sale price for my client, Andrea, my strategy was to set the list price at market value, $429,000, and take offers 7 days later to get my goal price of $429,000.
I think this house is going to sell for $503,000.
I think that it's going to sell for about $437,000.
Today I'm taking offers. I would love it if I was wrong about the price of this house, but I just don't think that I am. Did you find the office okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna give you an update on what's happening.
Okay.
I called all the showings back. As you know, you've had about 20 showings. It was pretty busy. We have one offer registered. I was hoping to get another one, but unfortunately, they've decided they're not going to participate. I know you're probably a little disappointed because it's very natural. I would have wanted multiples too, but I'm sure that we'll be able to work with this offer, okay?
Okay.
Hi, Barbara.
How are
Thanks.
you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
This
you
is
too.
Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Nice to meet you.
How are you? I'll give you my card.
Thank you.
I've brought you a fabulous offer. I'm gonna let Linda go over it with you, okay?
You'll notice that it is a full price offer. The offer is good until midnight tonight. They're really cooperating with, the tenant and all of that, so I think we should really accept it.
But it is the $429 that I was asking for, so yeah.
I got $429,000 for my client, Andrea, which is great because that was also my goal price.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Mike and Allison's home has now been on the market for 15 days. I didn't get the 2 offers I was hoping for, so no bidding war. But we do have an offer today.
Hey.
I met Alex and Emma at a public open house, and they didn't have an agent. So I'm gonna rep both sides and try to make a deal here. Mike and Allison are comfortable with this arrangement. They understand it's my job to find the middle ground here. I guess the bottom line for me is, what price were you thinking?
We were thinking of 480.
480,000?
Yeah.
Mike and Allison are going to be devastated. So the offer came in at 480,000.
480,000.
Okay.
All right.
You know, we have an offer. Let's just work with it. And we'll
It's a
take it.
$60,000 gap,
Right.
right? And so the rule of thumb is you end up somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle is way too low for us.
What do we need to do to make the best step forward to get the best possible outcome for us and our family?
Exactly.
You could sign back at 530, and then that kind of says we were willing to negotiate, but you definitely have to do some improvement on your side.
I think if we came down to something with a 5 and a 2, then that shows a little bit more willingness to entertain the offer and gives you a little bit more ground to stand on to say this is as low as they're gonna go.
I'm coming out somewhere around 525, 526, somewhere in there. Now I know that's below what we were looking to do, but we're just not getting the traffic. So I don't want to be stuck 2 months down the road having to take 480.
That's a good point.
You wouldn't mind signing back at 525?
Oh no, we mind, but that's probably the strategic move.
So they signed back at 525. You don't want to take the 525.
Not for 525, no. But they were willing to lower the price. So I guess we're willing to go up to 500,000.
You're still $25,000 apart. It's kind of looking like the middle point's like 510. To avoid that, you might want to sign it back very tough at this point. If these guys buy, I'm willing to you know, perhaps take 1% off your commission, which is essentially, you know, $5,100.
But when you say that, it makes me feel like there really aren't any other people out there. You know what I mean?
If we came down under 20 and signed it back at 519, I wonder if that sends a great message.
I wasn't expecting you guys to come down that low, but I think it'd be a really positive move.
519.
They came down to 519, but he also said that's it.
Well, we were kind of hoping they'd come back at 510 or 515. But 519 is a good price for the house. We'll take it.
Guess what? Time to celebrate. I got $519,000 from my clients, Mike and Allison. So it's $31,000 less than my goal price of $550,000.
$31,000 under your goal price? Well, I guess I've won this round.
But who worked harder for their client? That would be me, Linda. And my clients love me for it.
For more, go to wnetwork.com/theagents.